Hey everybody, Randall K here again. When I first started redoing these, I mentioned that I'd love to see a lot of hits and it would encourage me to keep going. But even though just a few folks have looked at the video, they've left some really powerful comments about how this has helped them. And that's touched me, man, so I'm going to keep doing it. I'm sure I will repeat myself when I do these, so forgive me. But in the end, I think you just want to know somebody's going through this or went through it, that went through the stuff you're facing now, and that is worth a lot as well. So let's talk about today, taking care of yourself and getting to know yourself. I really had some good friends and family on my side, but the challenge is everybody's got their own story and viewpoint of life. So in the end, you may agree with them or not, and sometimes you can get in this situation where you're just bitching and moaning, and that's important. You want to unload with people as well, but that becomes its own trap if you don't watch it. So again, everything comes back to you, and you cannot avoid those down moments. They're going to be there. They're still there for me even after these long weeks or months or years. You got to get to know yourself. You're going to you're going to see in the mirror what you're made of. And you're made of a lot more than you think, and you have to be pushed to see that sometimes. I've been at the bottom, Thanksgiving Day, beers lined up, my kids with the ex, and I'm FaceTiming my kids saying hello, wishing them a happy Thanksgiving, and there she is at the house with this guy, okay? Now, when I hung up that call, that's what we call a fork in the road. I can keep drinking and bitching and moaning, or I can go another path. Now, I did drink a little more than usual that day, but the next day I got up, and obviously I'm pissed. There's rage, there's anger, and in this society these days we're supposed to push those down, and the whole thing about male aggression, but you need to use that. Because you're human. You're telling me your whole freaking world's been turned upside down and you don't feel that inside you? Now, use that as a plus. By that I mean you can go get in a fight or ram the car in a tree and get all that aggression out, what have you, in those areas. That's one way to do it. For me, I would empower myself with that story. That means get those weights, start lifting weights and defiance. And this atmosphere we're talking about feeds into what we said last week, or last time I did this, about creativity. You have musical instruments or paper or weights. I had all that stuff around me, so it channeled that anger and rage, and I was in charge of it. What I'm saying is I was shaping it, and I'm a movie maker, filmmaker, so to me this is like a movie. They're trying to hold me down. You think you're going to keep me down? No, you're not. And I'm not here to prove anything to you and fight and get aggressive and everything, but you will not break me. No, I'm not going to go get drunk and fall into a ditch for what you've done. I'm going to rise and be happy and create the life I want. Okay, that's my story. That's my movie trailer. For you, I'm an intense guy. It may not work for you, but whatever you are or doing, you have to own that. And I don't know what that looks like for you, but you will find out because you're going to go to that road because I'm not going to let you go the other road. So just looking at my notes here, people have their own view and template of the world. So they're going to view your life through that. And you want to use that and learn from it, but don't be overwhelmed by it or take it on totally if it doesn't feel right for you. Try it on and see. So we talk about diet, exercise, putting in place things you should be doing to stay healthy. What's that hobby you wanted to try? You have to, I think this is the center of what I'm saying. You have to just keep going and it will reveal itself. Right now, I'm talking to you guys who are in the first part of this, and it's just, a total smoke screen and hail and sadness and everything. You don't see a way out. Ooh, it's almost like words don't convey the hope I'm trying to give to you, if that makes any sense. Trust me, just keep going and the sun will come out. Now, even those words alone, you don't hear it. So I think the best thing for me to do is, again, to go to the physical. I can tell you those things all day, and it's going to be okay, honey, that kind of stuff. But what you need to do, bro, you have to get out there and do some push-ups. Get your ass in shape. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. Do something that taps into the power. I'm big on taking an axe and going out and chopping down dead wood or dead trees around my property. There's something cathartic about the physical motion of cutting and clearing out the dead wood, or clearing the house, or cleaning the house. That's probably the best piece I could give you. When you're in that hellhole where this is first happening and it's going through you, it's symbolic. Clean your house. Make your bed when you wake up. Clean your room. Stop living in a shithole with piles of clothes everywhere. I was there, believe me. Scrub, clean, cut, organize. And that tells you're the leader of your life, your body, yourself. And that tells your troops, which is everything in you, your cells, your limbs, your eyes, your ears. Hey, I'm in charge here. We're going to clean up our act, and clarity is on its way. So I would say look around where you are right now, maybe your work or whatever. But when you're at home, wherever you're staying, take a look around. Do you have crap strewn everywhere? Clean up your stuff. Get your stuff in order, because it's a symbolic effort, I think, and will make a lot of difference to keep a space that is reflects your drive to get moving in the direction you want to go. Some of you might be in a hotel. I was staying at one, it was like $53, smelled like curry and cockroaches and Lysol, disgusting. But again, I was able to use that as my story, my empowering, like, you know what? I love this. I'm looking in the mirror at myself, fucking cockroaches. She's with some whatever. The kids aren't sure what's going on. The family's supportive, but a little like whatever out there regarding my situation. And I just chose to say, you know what? I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to build step by step. And I feel that happening now from that way back time of planting the seed. But when you're planting the seed, that time, it's hard and it sucks. But let's see what you're made of, bro. I know you have it in you. True strength is doing these things and making your way forward, even when there's no reason to think things will get better, because you don't feel that. That's where faith comes in. Whether you're religious or not, faith is the key to this process. Okay? We're all in this together. I'm here for you. Please write comments, etc. And thank you so much for writing your comments and for watching. And until we meet again, take care. Keep moving forward.